Imagine you are driving down the road, minding your own business, and suddenly your truck just cuts out. Or maybe you wake up on a cold morning and the engine just cranks and cranks but will not fire up. If you plug in a scanner and see the code P2509, specifically the ECM or PCM power input signal intermittent code, you are dealing with a frustrating electrical gremlin. And if you own a Dodge or Ram diesel truck, this is practically a rite of passage. Basically, this code means your engine computer, the brain of the operation, is getting a shaky power supply. The voltage isn't constant, or it drops too low even when the ignition key is turned off. Now, before you panic and think your computer is fried, let us look at the usual suspects. Because 9 times out of 10, it is a power delivery issue, not a computer failure. The first thing you have to look at is your batteries. I cannot stress this enough, especially with diesel setups that use dual batteries. If one battery has a bad cell, it drags the other one down like a sinking ship. You need to grab a digital voltmeter. A happy, fully charged battery should sit around 12.75 volts. If you are seeing anything below 12 volts, you need to charge them up before you do any real testing. And here is a pro tip. If you have 2 batteries, disconnect them and test them separately. If one is significantly lower than the other, replace them both. It hurts the wallet, I know, but mismatched batteries will just leave you stranded again in a month. But let us say the batteries are good. You need to chase the cables. Follow the positive and negative cables all the way to their ends. You are looking for corrosion, loose connections, or insulation that has rubbed through. A loose ground connection can cause the voltage to spike and dip, confusing the ECM and throwing this code. Also, check your alternator output. Start the engine and watch the voltage. You want to see between 13.5 and 15 volts. If it is spiking higher than 15, your regulator is toast, and it is frying your electronics. If you are driving an older Dodge or Ram, specifically around the 2006 model year, there is actually a technical service bulletin for this. Sometimes the computer just needs a software update from the dealership to handle the voltage readings better. Also, do not ignore the possibility of a parasitic draw. This is when something stays on after you turn the truck off, slowly sucking the life out of your batteries. It could be a glove box light, a stuck relay, or even a short in the fan clutch assembly. If you see more than 30 milliamps of draw after the truck has gone to sleep, start pulling fuses one by one until the draw drops. That will tell you exactly which circuit is the thief.